Hello, everyone, distinguished guests, my fellow speakers, and members of the United Religious Initiative. My name is Dofa Francis, and I'm joining you from Taraba State, Nigeria. It's really an honor to be part of this global session and be part of this great conversation. Thank you for creating a platform where young people contribute to peace, sustainability, and earth stewardship. Today, we are going to be looking at a topic called the URI Youth Leadership in Interfaith Climate Action. And I'm going to be contextual about Taraba State, my state, and what is happening over here. Now, climate change is more than an environmental problem. It directly affects our food security, it affects our education, it affects our livelihood, it affects our health, and it even affects peace. So the impact spans around all the aspects of life, and it has a universal loss because when our forest disappears, when our ecosystem collapse, everyone feels the consequences. Nature does not really look at whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Hindu. Its effect affects every single person. So that is why we need to come together, regardless of our religion, regardless of our belief. We need to come together to fight this common goal. Now, young people are really making impact today. Young people are leading. Young people are taking action, even at the grassroots level. And one of the example of these young persons are myself, because I'm taking action. I'm really taking action. I understand that little action can lead to greater impact. That is why I'm taking action in my local community. Let me share an experience with you which we were able to do over here in Taraba State. First of all, we embarked on a project called the Greening Taraba Project, where we aim to do school outreaches. And the model we've embarked on is to educate students on climate first before we take action. Why did we really choose schools? Because we understand that when these young people, when these young children get it right, then the future is really safe. Now, aside that, we also facilitate engaging discussion on environmental protection and eco-friendly habits through community action, not just schools now, but also even in our community. And we encourage students to understand both climate science and their moral duty to care for the earth. We made them understand that it is their moral duty to care for the earth. Now, after that, we planted seeds. We made them to understand that not only education, we did not only educate them, but we also inculcate an habit of planting. We made sure that everything we talked about, we put it into action. Now, when these little children in schools put down plant trees by themselves, the learning becomes vast. Now, today is really a call for us to is a call for all of us to take action, regardless of how little. Now, when Christians and Muslims come together and plant trees together, the differences fade away and we unite for a shared purpose. That is what we are doing over here. We bring both Christians and Muslims together to plant seeds, to take action. Now, when we are taking action, we are we are we are fading away our differences. We are embracing humanity in the process of climate action. Leadership is not only about holding big titles. Leadership is about taking the first step. That is why anytime we talked about climate education, we plant a seed, and when they see us planting, they also join us in planting. Leadership is all about taking action. When you don't take action, you ain't a leader. Leadership is all about taking action. You demonstrate commitment through simple action, small initiative steps. So small initial steps ignite larger global movement. Now, every great movement you see today started small. This is a call for us to start small. This is a call for us to start taking action, even in our family. As members of the URI family, our diversity is not a barrier. It is our greatest collective strength. Our diversity is our strength. We have differences in religion, we have differences in language. Now that is our strength. When we come together to take action, when we come together, we build communities where peace and environmental stewardship go hand in hand. Now I'm going to leave you with a quote, and the quote says that the earth is not a gift from our parent, it is a treasure we borrow from our children. We are just caretakers of the planet. No one owns this planet. We are caretakers, and we are going to pass on this earth. We are going to pass on this planet we've inherited. We are going to pass it on to our children. Now, do we now see that it is not really a gift that we've gotten from our parent? It is a treasure we borrow from our children, and where we are really returning it back to them. Thank you very much. I remain Dofa Francis, and feel free to connect with me on my social media handles, be it Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or via email or WhatsApp. Thank you very much.